Hello, everybody. During the cabinet meeting, Donald Trump was talking about pens. Since it's such an important topic, I'm putting on my serious face. So now, I'm going to read a segment of about 6 minutes about pens. Let me know what you think. Of my serious face, of course. See this pen right here? This pen is an interesting example. It's the same thing. So this pen is very inexpensive, but it writes well. I like it. But I can't have the pen the way it was. You know what it is. I don't want to give too much publicity, but they do treat me well. Sharpie. So I came here. They have 1,000 pens. And you hand pens out. You're signing and you're handing them out. You're handing them to all these people. Sometimes you have 30, 40 people. And they were $1,000 apiece. Beautiful pen. Ballpoint. 1,000. It was gold, silver, gorgeous. But I'm handing out to kids that don't even know what they... What is this, Mummy? There's these kids. They're getting a pen for $1,000. They have no idea what it is. And I feel guilty because I'm like, I'm by nature. I don't. It's the government. I love the government. Like, I love myself economically. I want to save money. So I'm saying this is crazy. And it had another problem. They didn't write well. So I take it out and I sign, and there's no ink. And I got all you people looking and you're saying, there must be something wrong with Trump. And I'm signing, and there's no ink in the pen, and it cost $1,000. This one I called the guy. I said, I'd like to use your pen, but I can't have a grey thing with a big S on it. Same Sharpie as I'm signing a $1 trillion airplane contract to buy brand new fighter jets. Brand new B-2 bombers, of which we just ordered plenty. I can't do that with the press. Use your pen, but I like the pen the best, but I'll sign it. I could do like Biden did. Give it to somebody else to sign, or an auto pen, or maybe sign it separately in another room, but I can't use your pen. He said, well, I can make it nicer. Said, what can you do? He said, I'll paint it black. I said, that's nice, and I could even paint the White House on it, sir, if you like, in gold, almost real gold. Not bad. And I can even do your signature, sir. And by the way, this was not staged. I just saw the pens in there, and I thought of this as an example of how $25 million, spent by me at the Federal Reserve Building, would be a better job than $4 billion that they're spending. And one of the things that Kevin Walsh showed me, he said they ripped down the nicest building. I don't know what building they're talking about. They ripped down a building, Scott, right? Kevin Walsh. It's the most beautiful building in Washington. He said the most beautiful space. They ripped it down. Why did they do that? I don't know. Do you know what he's talking about? Is it true? No, sir. They ripped it down. We have a moron at the Fed. Who wouldn't be lowering interest rates right now? But I want to thank Janine Pirro and Pam and her group for having the courage to bring this suit. And I believe that the contractor on that job is probably one of the richest men in the country right now. I believe that it's not possible to spend that kind of money. 3 billion? 4 billion? Nobody knows. Nobody has any idea what it is. But it's over 3 billion. And it's probably going to be over 4 billion by the time they finish. And it may never get finished unless I take it over. I'll get it finished. But it can never be what it was. It's never going to have those beautiful ceilings. It's never going to have those incredible walls. The walls were 1.5 feet thick of solid masonry. They ripped them down for no reason. And I just gave you the story, and just to finish on this one. So I told that story to somebody said, yeah, but it's not the same thing. And I said, You're right. This one is better. It writes. So the guy said to me, "You don't have to pay me, sir. I'll give them to you for nothing." I said, "No, I don't want that. Let me pay you. I want to pay you." "No, sir, you don't have to. You're the President of the United States." He was shocked. The head of Sharpie gets a call. I don't even know who the hell he is. He said, "Is this really the President?" He said, "No, you don't have to pay me, sir. This is such an honor." I said, "Nope, I want to pay you." He said, "What would you like to pay?" I said, "How about $5 a pen?" He said, "That's all right. Whatever the hell we agreed to peanuts as opposed to 1,000. And these were 1,000 pens, and we were giving them out sometimes. You know, you were there for signs. I'd have 30, 40 people standing behind me. I'd give out 40 pens to people. Then somebody would say, "Could I have a couple extra?" This way I go like this. "You want 5? Here, I'll take 5. But the bottom line is they're better pens. It's a business story. So for $5 could be 0, but for $5 I get a much better pen than for $1,000. And I could hand them out, and actually they become hot as a pistol. So what can I tell you with that? Could I give it to please a man who's done a great job at treasuring?" So this concludes my serious reading about pens. I'll be back tomorrow when it'll be about the farmers. By the way, which do you like more, my smiling face or my serious face? I'd love to hear in the comments. See you tomorrow. Bye.